Ladies and gentlemen, and dear friends, it is my great pleasure to have this opportunity to address the expert forum today. I strongly believe that a strengthened global framework on ecosystems accounting can play an extremely important role for the achieving of the objectives of the Convention on Biological Diversity and can also contribute to the new global biodiversity framework that will be adopted in 2020. Biodiversity, which, as you all know, represents the totality of all forms of life on Earth, is the foundation for healthy ecosystems. And healthy ecosystems, in turn, provide critical ecosystem services such as clean water, pollination, climate regulation, and food protection. Additionally, these services contribute to many development goals, including food security, human health, local livelihoods, and more generally, to economic and social development. So from this standpoint, biodiversity is a critical economic asset and a source of significant public benefits. The Convention and sustainable use of this critical resource requires that the value of biodiversity is integrated into policies and programs and actions, including decision-making in economic and business sectors that could impact biodiversity. This is what we call mainstreaming of biodiversity. But convincing decision makers about the value of biodiversity requires us to incorporate such values into the national accounts. This aspect is reflected also in the Target 2 of the current Strategic Plan for Biodiversity 2011-2020. And the SEEA EEA has already contributed significantly to this goal. For example, the SEEA EEA volume on experimental ecosystems accounting that was published several years ago generated a lot of momentum. We now see that ecosystems accounting has advanced both conceptually and practically through a number of country-driven initiatives. It is therefore essential to take stock of the experiences gained and to move beyond a purely experimental stage. The timing of this work is ideal, because looking ahead to 2020, the 15th meeting of the Conference of the Parties in Beijing will adopt a post-2020 global biodiversity framework, replacing the current strategic plan for biodiversity, or rather continuing it. A consultative process for developing this new framework will be adopted this November at the 2018 UN Biodiversity Conference in Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt. And it is my hope that the revision of the ecosystems accounting framework will provide strong inputs into this process. I look forward to working closely with the SEEA process, and I wish you a thoughtful and ideas-provoking meeting in Glen Clove. Thank you for your attention.